Welcome back to Car Auto Tune-Up, where today we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated performance cars to come out of Japan in years. After a long pause in STI production, Subaru has finally brought back the 2026 Subaru WRX STI 4, and this time it returns with more power, sharper design touches, and updated tech that makes it feel modern while still capturing that raw rally-bred spirit enthusiasts have missed. This is the car many fans have been waiting for, and today we're exploring every detail, from the way it looks, to how it drives, to how much you can expect it to cost once it lands in showrooms. Let's get into it. When the camera walks around the exterior, the first thing that hits you is how aggressive the new design is. Subaru didn't just facelift the previous WRX, they reshaped the body with sharper lines, wider fenders, and a more aerodynamic stance. The front end carries a bolder interpretation of Subaru's hexagonal grille, slightly larger than before, with a darker mesh pattern and thicker perimeter trim that adds weight to the look. The STI badge sits proudly, no longer subtle but now outlined in a vivid red that pops against the darkened grille. The LED headlights are narrower and more angular, stretching into the fenders in a way that gives the car an angry, focused expression. Below them, functional air inlets feed cool air toward the brakes and intercooler channels, while a slightly taller hood scoop aggressively rises from the center of the bonnet, reminding you immediately that this is turbocharged performance machine. From the side, the 2026 STI looks more muscular than any model before it. The fenders flare out with real substance, not exaggerated plastic, giving the car a planted stance. The wheelbase has been slightly extended, improving stability and giving the profile a sleeker proportion. Subaru fitted 19-inch forged wheels wrapped in sticky performance tires, and depending on the trim, the wheels come in dark gunmetal, matte black, or a brighter metallic finish. The side skirts now sit lower and have functional air channels designed to manage underbody airflow at high speeds. Even small details like the mirror housings have been reshaped to reduce wind resistance. The roofline slopes back smoothly without turning the car into a coupe shape, retaining the practical four-door form while still looking sporty and tight. Moving to the back of the car, Subaru fans will instantly recognize the signature large wing. For 2026, the STI's wing has been redesigned to be lighter but more aerodynamic, blending performance with modern styling. The taillights are full LED and shaped like sharp boomerangs that visually widen the rear. The rear bumper integrates a diffuser with functional venting and, of course, the quad exhaust setup makes a triumphant return. The sound is more refined but still aggressive, with Subaru's engineering focusing on a deeper, punchier tone rather than excessive loudness. The back end overall looks more mature, but still unmistakably STI. Stepping inside the cabin, the 2026 STI finally feels like a modern performance car. Subaru has significantly upgraded materials and design. The dashboard layout is driver-focused, with a new 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that can be customized to show boost pressure, torque distribution, performance timers, and even real-time G-forces. The center features an 11.6-inch vertical touchscreen running Subaru's updated Starlink system, which is smoother, brighter, and far more responsive than previous versions. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work wirelessly, and the interface includes new performance monitoring pages exclusive to the STI. The seats are true performance bucket seats with strong bolstering, wrapped in a mix of leather and synthetic suede. Red stitching runs across the seats, steering wheel, shifter, and door panels, bringing that classic STI contrast. The steering wheel itself is thicker, flat-bottomed, and includes physical controls so you don't have to tap the screen while driving aggressively. Subaru also improved the interior acoustics, using better insulation to reduce unwanted noise while still keeping enough engine and exhaust feedback to feel connected to the car. The rear seats remain usable and comfortable for a compact performance sedan, with enough space for daily driving or road trips. The trunk offers practical cargo space, a reminder that this isn't just a track toy, it's a car that can live everyday life while still being wildly fun. Under the hood now let's talk about what most people care about: performance. The 2026 WRX STI finally moves on from the old Dodge engines and uses an upgraded version of Subaru's FA24 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine. In STI form, this engine produces around 400 horsepower and just under 400 pound-feet of torque, though Subaru hasn't finalized exact numbers at the time of filming. What is confirmed is that the STI now revs higher and breathes better, thanks to a redesigned turbocharger, stronger pistons, higher flow intercooling, and a more efficient exhaust system. The signature torque punch comes earlier, giving the car a stronger mid-range and quicker acceleration from nearly any speed. Power is sent through a revised 6-speed manual transmission. Yes, Subaru kept the manual rally-bred and the shifts feel shorter and more precise. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system has been upgraded with faster response times and improved torque vectoring, allowing the STI to push more power to the wheels that need it most. The result is tighter cornering, more stability, and better launches. The suspension has also been reworked with adaptive dampers, allowing the driver to switch between comfort, sport, and track settings. Braking is handled by large Brembo calipers with ventilated rotors, bringing confidence during aggressive driving. Early tests suggest the car can hit 0-60 miles per hour in the low 4-second range, which is a strong improvement over the previous model. Subaru didn't just chase raw speed, they aimed to make the STI feel more precise, more balanced, and more controllable on both road and track. As for pricing, Subaru has hinted that the new STI will start around the mid-$40,000 range in the United States, though fully loaded models could reach into the low $50,000s. Considering the upgrades in performance, technology, and build quality, this pricing keeps it competitive with rivals like the Honda Civic Type R, Toyota GR Corolla, and even some entry-level European performance sedans. Subaru's goal appears to be offering one of the best overall performance for the money packages, and for many fans, the return of the STI badge alone will be worth the cost. As the video winds down with cinematic driving shots, the final impression of the 2026 Subaru WRX STI is clear. Subaru has delivered a real evolution of the STI formula rather than recycling old ideas. It keeps the heart and soul that made previous generations beloved, the rally heritage, the manual gearbox, the big wing, the boxer engine rumbly but traps it in updated styling, modern tech, and more refined performance engineering. The 2026 STI feels like the comeback fans hoped for, and if early impressions are anything to go by, this just might be one of the strongest STIs ever made. If you're a fan of turbocharged all-wheel drive performance, this is definitely a car worth watching. Thank you for watching Car Auto Tune-Up. If you enjoyed this deep dive review and want more upcoming car breakdowns, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think of Subaru's new STI comeback and whether it lives up to the legacy. I'll see you in the next review.